Dude. Botswana! Hush! Oh, papagena. Potenti na poca!
This is the cinemas! Have some respect!
Ma che le buone mupi! Segnata! Hush! Tomato! Look at you!
You again!
No! Milano, papadan, okay. Wow! Meow! Shish! Pure manca la macchina!
That's it, buddy! You're out of here!
No! Oh, les moupies! Papi! Stopa! Macarena, shush!
That's enough, fella! Move that ticket!
Les moupies! Bello, backflash! Po,
Oh, well, if it isn't Mr. Peanut again. Out you go! They do not pay me enough to deal with this baloney. Get up! Get out!
Oh, c'est les pouillards! Bayou pudding! Oh, shh! Shush! Shusha! Snifa, les potes! Snip, chat! Stopa, la macarena! Bow! Okay.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Talks Too Much.
Oh, la potaine.
Hello!
No, tocca tu!
Time to go, Gabby Goose.
Everyone in the city gets a shot at being scarred live on my screen.
Some wedding face. I've got one for you.
Time to put your walking boots on.
Okay. Wow! Meow! Shish!
Well, good evening and welcome to another Scale Model Ninja. Tonight, I'm a little tired at the moment, but we was going to be joined with Sprue and Glue, but he had to go off and do something. So it's just little old me tonight, I think. But if anybody would like to join him, you may do so, because the link is in the chat. So you can come and join us if you want. So if anybody's in the mood, come and join him. Please feel free. I can put the link in again if people would like to. See? There we are. There we go. So, yeah, if anybody would like to join, please feel free. So, tonight we're going to carry on with the archaeopter. Actually, I've got to turn that down. Ooh. There we go. Got to do that. So, yeah. As I said, there was going to be David, but he's had to go off and do something. So, yeah. I should probably get the admin part because I seem to have forgotten that lately. So if you'd like to support this channel, you may do so in one of three ways. The first way is become a patron member. There's 3 tiers to that. There's the first one is a £1 entry, the second one is £5, and the third and final one is £10. The second way you can actually support this channel is by coming directly through PayPal, and the third and final way is through the Buy Me a Coffee link. So anybody wishing to help may do so that way. And all money raised goes towards buying things for this. All the other stuff like that. So yeah. So we'll go into chat anyway, because there's not really much else going on. So we'll go into chat and see who it's about. So first of all, we had a crazy kit builder in, saying he's sitting there in the background waiting. And then we've got Mr. David JM. Saying hello, Ross. And then we've got, he's also saying hi to Crazy Kit Builder. So good evening, David, and welcome to the stream. And we've got Crazy Kit Builder saying hello to David. And then we've got Mr. Marcus Brunham saying hi, Ross. So good evening, Mark. And then he's also saying hi all in chat. And then we've got Crazy Kit Builder saying hi to Marcus. And then we've got Marcus saying hi to Crazy and David JM. And we've got David JM saying hello to Marcus. And then we've got Sprue and Glue saying hi, guys. And then we've got Mr. Athol Nicklin saying good evening, peeps. Here is Johnny. Hi, Ross, Marcus, Crazy Kit, and David JM. And we've got David saying hi to Athol, and Athol saying flush Sprue. And we've got Marcus saying hi to Sprue, and then we've got the lovely Connie saying hi, Ross, Marcus, David JM, Crazy Kit, and Athol, and Sprue. So good evening, Connie, and welcome to the stream. And you got Athol saying hi to Connie, you got David Jones saying hi to Connie, you got Marcus saying hi to Connie and Athol. And then we have Jeff Lighting saying good evening, Ross, and all in chat. So good evening, Jeff, and good evening, Maggie. And we've got Athol saying hi to Jeff and Maggie. And we've got Connie saying hi to Jeff and Maggie. So then we've got me putting the link in for the stream. So if anybody does wants to join, feel free. And then we've got Marcus saying hi to Jeff, and then we've got Mr. Dominic Cooker in saying evening. So good evening to you as well, Dominic. And we've got Athol saying hi to Dom, David saying hi to Dom, Connie saying hi to Dominic, and we've got Jeff saying hi to Dominic, and then we've got Mr. JC Brooks and William, and evening, Ross, and all in chat. So good evening, James, and welcome to the stream. And if you want to join in, mate, you're more than welcome to. Then we've got Connie saying hi to JC, and then we've got Marcus saying hi to Dom and JC. Then we've got Jeff Light saying hi to JC. Then we've got JC saying hi to Connie. And Athol saying hi to James. And you've got Dominic saying hi to Athol, David, Connie, and Jeff. Then we've got James saying hey Jeff and Marcus. And then we've got Craig Jukes in saying hi Ross and Viewington. So good evening, Craig. Then we've got JC saying hi to Athol. And then Athol saying hi to Craig. Connie saying hi to Craig. David saying hi to James. And then we've got Marcus saying hi to Craig, and then we've got JC saying hi to Connie. And you've got David James saying hi to Craig. And you've got Jeff Light saying hi to Craig, and you've got Craig saying hi to Ethel, Connie, David, Marcus, and Jeff. And then we've got James from TBG and saying hi everyone. So good evening, James. And we've got Connie saying hi to James. And you've got Ethel saying hi to James, and you've got Craig saying hi to James, and Marcus saying hi to James. And then we've got James saying hi again to Connie. And then we've got Dominic saying hi to Marcus, and we've got David James hi to James. So there we go. That's the chat caught up. And we have 15 people watching. So thank you very much for sticking around. So you know, we're going to carry on with the. Lots of noise. Oh, doctor. So we will be doing it in the Afro Militarian colours, which will add a bit more detail here and there where I feel like it. So yeah, all fun and games. So hopefully Shrew might be able to come back in again. We don't know. If he does, we'll see. But we've just noticed, well, I've just noticed when I've been trying to find parts, they've actually mislabeled one of them, which is not good. So they've marked a part there as 21, which goes on the wing, but it shouldn't be. It should be part 31, I think, or 16. But yeah, the part I want is there, a little bit there, and it's saying that's 31 but not 21, which is what it says in the thing. So it's obviously been a bit of a boo-boo. So I'm just going to get that one off quickly, because that's the part I'm going to make up. It's just part of the front skid of the archaeopter. There we go. So we stick that together and hopefully get that all in position, because we're going to have it in the down position so we can actually sit into about to land or whatever. Well, I think that's what I'm trying to do anyway. Right. Just got to work it out a bit. But we'll see what happens. Then we've got let's see. We've got Jeff Light saying hi to James, and we've got Ethel saying meow to model making Kitty, and woof to model making Pooch. Yeah, model making Pooch is under the bench, keeping my feet warm. And then we've got model making Kitty, who is actually stoned upstairs at the moment, because he's been on the old cat crack, as I call it, i.e. catnip. So yeah, he's probably splayed out on the chair, on the bed upstairs. We've got Wayne Willie saying hi all. So good evening, Wayne, and welcome to the stream. And you've got Dave James saying hi to Wayne, and you've got Marcus saying hi to Wayne, and you've got Ethel saying hi to Wayne. So I'm going to change to my down cam, because I've not really had anything in this week. I've been behaving, which is unusual for me, but these things do happen. But we did manage to get a bit more done on the B24 on Saturday. So I managed to get part of the engines painted. And what else did I do? Oh, I had the base sections for the under the engine, for the nacelles of the engines. So that's what I've done on Saturday. So that's all there. Now I'm just see if I can get them, make sure the cameras are working, because the daft computer decided it was going to do another update again. Oh, it is working. There we go. So yeah, surprise, it actually worked. Wonders will never cease. So the part I'm doing is that bit, even though I've done most of that, which is, oh, let's see if we can turn you on for a bit. There we go. This is the little dude. Now all urine sorted. He's the old pilot. He's sat there quite happily. Done. So we've just got his console to do and other little bits, which is in this part here. somewhere on those lines, I think. You've got to work out how to do that in a bit. And you got Wayne saying hi to David, Marcus, and Apple. Who's that boy? So first of all, I want to paint the inside of that really first, don't I? Come here. We've got to paint the inside of that. That's what I need. Where is it? There it is. And this is one of my homemade paint mixes I use for the inside, like a metal. And this is basically any sort of like metallic paints that I use. I just dump it in this one pot. Maybe. So what everybody else got on their benches this evening? You got Wayne saying, Ross, I've seen an Age of Sigma Dominion box set and paint set plus tools go for £100. Seems a good price as it's an unstarted set. Are they two separate sets? I think yes, because the Dominion box set, if I remember rightly, was usually about £120, I think, when it first released. And your paint set with the tools, I think, it's normally about £25 to £30, I think, if I remember rightly. So if you can get them for £100, good deal. I'd go for it, to be honest with you. I mean, the Age of Sigma ones, they are very, very nice figures to do. Now, I got most of my, well, I did have a box set, which I don't think it was Dominion set that I got though. Oh, what was it now? I can't remember now. But I did get one box set and that had something like 30, 40 figures in it. So, and it's one of the good ways of doing it. But as I said, if you can't afford to spend money out on a big bang, like a big box set, then what I would suggest is going to Part Works and like the Hachette Part Works, and they do magazines that come out weekly, but you generally order them directly from Hachette, and you'll get 4 each month, I think it is, and they are generally for 4 magazines about £50, including the postage. And Wayne's going, just need a spare £100 then. Yeah. As I said, it's worth the money, if I remember rightly. Check that for you. Ooh. Yeah, that's the one I got, and they vary in price. I mean, you've got places like Whaling Games that are actually doing the Dominion box set. I think, is it? Yeah. No. That's the Extremis. The Dominion box set is on eBay at the moment. It's about 125 just for that one box set. They vary, as I said, between 96 to 125 new. So yeah, good price. I mean, as I said, the paint sets for them. Yeah, 24 quid, 25 quid. So yeah, that is again, you 125 quid to 150 quid on average. So yeah, if you can get them for £100, good deal. But if it's a local Facebook group or anything like that, you could probably barter them down a little bit, and they might go to about 80, 90 for the box set, and then yeah, as I said, you're spending 25 quid on your paint set. So if you're going to throw them all in, offer him 90, see what he says. You've got Paul Price saying morning all Ethel, and yeah, so we've got Paul Price saying morning all from Soggy Sydney. Ooh. And then we've got Ethel saying bench F35B Lightning Kobe 148 scale belly char grilled chicken barbecue and soggy chips. Ooh. Don't like soggy chips, they're crispy. And then you got Jeff Light saying, how many figures do you get for £100? With the Dominion box set, you get, I think, either 30 or 40 figures. Bring it back up again. Yeah, it's 60 figures with the Aegis Sigma box set, and that's the set I got. And you get the original box sets came with a nice like cardboard poster type thing in them as well. But they do come with the cards and the codex as well as the build instruction and everything for them in the box set. So like you're looking at £150 for the box set from Amazon. So yeah, but you do, as I said, get 60 figures, and you get two of the. There we go. So you get two of the main figures, which is the main bad guy, and then you get one of the winged figures there from one of the celestial figures, but it's a female one. Valkyrie, I think they are. And yeah, I'll probably end up doing that one myself next. So quite chuffed for that. I bought it some time ago with the intention of actually painting it all, but I've ended up giving some of the little ghoul things, what you want to call them, and give them away to other people because they don't really interest me, because I've got that many bloody armies. It's I think I've got 8 at the moment started, so I don't really need any more different armies. You got Paul saying morning to Ethel, Ethel saying hi to Paul Price, and you've got Jeff Light saying hi to Paul. Paul saying morning to Jeff and Maggie, and you've got Wayne saying quite a few minis for that price. It is indeed. It's on Facebook Marketplace and local to me. Yeah, as I said, you could probably barter them down a little bit, mate, and see what they say. Give them an offer of like 90 quid. It's worth it in the long run. I mean, sometimes if it's not on the actual Warhammer Marketplace or Warhammer group, you can get away with bartering down a little bit. And you've got Dave James saying hi to Paul, and you've got Marcus saying hi to Paul, and then Paul Price saying morning to David and Marcus, and Jeff Light saying that's a good price, and you've got Paul saying morning to Wayne. It's a little bit. The cat's obviously knocked my camera a bit. I mean, the latest Age of Sigma from Partworks is called Stormbringer. That's one I was thinking of getting myself, but sadly the local WH Smiths shut down from me, so it's not something that I can afford to pay out monthly on. But yeah, they've got some nice new dragons in that one. But there's a internet site you can go to where you can buy them if possible, like if they're still in stock on some of them, and you can buy the magazine separately from there. I think it's Fan Home or something like that it's called, and it's you're able to buy them from there, which I did finish collecting my other Age of Sigma lot, because sadly they, as I said, the local WH Smiths shut down, and my nearest one was Skipton, and basically whenever I ordered them from there it was like literally hit or miss whether I actually got them in the end, so I just gave up from them in the end. It was more of a hassle than a good service sort of thing. Anyway, and I picked up a few Stormbringer mags until my local Tesco and Asda stopped stocking them. Yeah, generally with places like that, they'll do the first sort of like 10, so they'll have that, and then they just stop, which is bloody annoying. Whether you can actually go and ask them if they're willing to carry on ordering them in just for you, I don't know. They may offer that service. But sadly for me, nobody was willing to take over from where WH Smith left off locally. Otherwise, I would have carried on getting them. And as you can see, I'm still using this plastic magic stuff, and it's been pretty good so far. Connie saying hi to Paul. Now, if you're wondering why I just put a bit of glue over the top of where I've actually taken the pins, trimmed back from the pins, because like anytime you leave any sort of like tiny little bit sticking up, that generally melts it down. A bit like the Tamiya glue does. Nice one. Goes that way. I think there's basically two positions you can put this in. one is down. And then the other one's down, so we're supposed to get it so it's in the down position then. Move that over there before I knock it over. You got Paul saying morning to Connie, and then you got Marcus saying that's me off. Enjoyed the stream, everyone. Don't forget the thumbs up and good night. So, no night, Marcus. Take care, mate, and thanks for coming in. And we've got Paul Crow saying night to Marcus, and Wayne saying night to Marcus. Work out which way. Hmm. Yeah. Down. Yep. There's not very much movement in it, but yeah. Okay, ducky. We'll take you off about there. So yeah, if you do enjoy the streams, please hit the thumbs up, because it does help with the old algorithm mix. And any support I can get for the channel is always good, because it helps with it getting it noticed out there. And just recently my channel has grown quite a bit for some reason. I'm getting people even from Japan sort of straight watching the stream, so yeah, it's quite a surprise really when I looked into all the statistics and everything from the channel. Yep. Where his little feet them. Yeah, you got James saying, make sure the Ewoks don't bite. You got Crazy Kip saying night to Marcus, David saying night to Marcus, and James saying night to Marcus. You got Jeff Light saying night Marcus, hope to catch you on Saturday, take care mate. And then Connie saying good night Marcus. So next bits I need are the ones for the console at the front here. So I need 89, 90 and 91. Vampire's finding them. And then not on that screw. That means it must be on this screw. Well, there's number 90. It's a really cool light though, isn't it? Look, here's a little light. There's that one, and then it's the console which is there. Well, I've got 2 weeks off from college now because it's half term, as they say. Seems strange being at college at my age. But yes, half term now because I should have been in tomorrow, and tomorrow would have been a workshop day, but because there's a teacher training day, it's we finish off early. So we get an extra day's holiday. I have brought all my books home with me, so I can actually sit and study them. And that one goes into there. The back of that. Right up. So, let's delete. And that way around. There we go. Loopy. And then we have John out Scale Modelling joining us saying hello, Ross, and all in chat. So, good evening, John, and welcome to the stream. So, yeah, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we may be having a guest on Saturday night. He's a guy that runs a charity that my group supports, Mr. Ian Dewar. He's actually been invited to the stream. So hopefully he'll like to come and join us, and that way we can then sort of let him plug his charity a bit, and hopefully get a few things sorted out, and then maybe he'll join in and do a bit of building with us. Excuse me. We got Jeff Light saying hi to John, David James saying hi to John, Connie saying hi to John, and then you got John saying hi to David, Jeff, and Connie. And then we've got John saying hi to Wayne, how are you? And Wayne saying hi to John, and we've got Wayne saying good, and yourself. So that little console bit done. That's part of the little dude bit done. The cockpit. And that sits into there, right? So I'm going to have to paint that nose section up. I suppose you can actually paint the majority of the outside of that in the chrome red. Wherever I put it. Is that it there? Nope. That's green and a pink. Not the white one. Ah, there it is. I've seen it. Get back in the thing. There he is. So this will normally take about 2 or 3 coats to get to the effect that I want for this. But what I normally do is cover the whole piece. Get in there. Yeah. Oh. I think I've got some more chrome red in the backup drawer. Well, I hope so anyway. I'm probably going to need it. I did use quite a bit of it on my diorama build. I did, which is now on display in Halifax Models in Halifax in West Yorkshire. Sorry, Lincolnshire. And more about Calderdale, sorry. Still part of West Yorkshire, but different county. Have Plastic Alchemist joining us saying hello all. So good evening, Plastic Alchemist, and welcome to the stream. It's one side dump. And we've got okay. And you've got Crazy Kipper saying, if we're going to have special guests, can we have Uma Thurman? I'd like to. You got John Alex saying hi to James. Then we've got Wayne Way saying lol, and then we've got James saying freak Marcus out and have Quono knock on his door lol. You got there, knowing now luck it will be Hilda Ogden. Good. Yeah. Well, we could always go for Wurzel Gummidge. We've got one way saying Marcus would freak out, especially if Chrono had a PE kit 2 in hand. Then we've got Dojo Jones hello to Nunu, who's Plastic Alchemist, and then we've got Plastic Alchemist saying, I wasn't following you, although that has now been corrected. Oh, thank you very much. Very, very much appreciated. We've got Jeff Light saying hi to Nunu. And we've got Wayne Way saying, Nuno finally made it in. Yay! So, very much welcome to the crazy gang, as I should say. And then we've got Crazy Kipper saying, I had to Google Hilda Ogden because I'm too young. And you've got Connie saying hi to Nuno. And then we've got Plastic Albert saying, yes, Wayne was wrapping up in the purple platform. And you've got John Alex saying hi to Nuno. And then we've got Jeff Light saying Hilda and long suffering Stan. Yeah. And you've got John Alex saying the doggy just cleaned the dishes, lol. And then we've got Nuno saying, unfortunately I can't stay long, but I'm now sub and will return on the next one. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Very much appreciated. And yeah, so we've got Ethel saying hi to Nuno and John Alex, and then John Alex saying howdy Ethel. So every little sub helps to bring the channel forward, and it is very, very much appreciated. As I said, it's the channel is growing exponentially, and it is nice to see. I mean, when I first started this channel off, I didn't think that I'd ever get past, say, 50 subscribers. I'll say it now. But I seem to have surpassed that, which is nice. And then cat hair somewhere coming from there. One thing I'll say, is that I don't use an airbrush on this channel. Everything is hand painted. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy my hobby so much, because I do paint everything by brush. I just like the way I get a finish from it, and to me, using an airbrush is a bit like cheating, to be honest. I prefer the skill it involves to get the brush and not to leave all brush marks and everything in the paintwork you're doing. So we're just doing basically the first coat here at the moment. But as I've said, if anybody wishes to join, you may do so. The link is in the chat. And it's always good to have people on with you. You've got James saying hi to Nuno, and then Plastic Nuno saying, take my hat off to you, I'm useless with a paintbrush. As I said, I'm a paint and decorator by trade, so I should probably know how to use an airbrush a little bit, a paintbrush, because of that. But I just like the practicing different things with a brush, and there's times when things work, and there's also times when a lot of things don't work when using a brush. And then it's like learning the techniques for doing like shading and everything with a brush, and edging, what you can do fairly quickly with an airbrush, and probably pre-shading and all that lot. But I try and repeat that, get that sort of finish, but with just the brush as much as I can. Doesn't always work, but when it does, it's quite interesting. And the ethos of my channel is to inspire people that are new to model building, and to show that you can get nice looking kits finished with just with a paintbrush, and without the need of all the fancy airbrushing stuff. I mean, I've got nothing against airbrush. I do actually own one, but I just don't use it. And that's purely my own decision sort of thing. I mean, I've recently been watching Paper Plastic on TikTok. And I was chatting to him on there the other day, where he said, oh, you need to get an airbrush. But no, I don't really want to go out, and as I said to him then, I already have one, but I just like using the paintbrushes. And you got Connie saying, take my hat off to you, I'm useless with a paintbrush. Connie saying, so far I've only used airbrush for priming. Then Wayne saying, I've got an airbrush but yet to try it out. I mean, give it a go, Wayne. There's no harm in that. It will take you some time to practice with it and get used to using it. It's like anything. The more you practice it with it, the better you get. And it's no different with paintbrushes. The more you practice, the better you get. The only thing I find with paintbrushes, I do go through quite a few of them. So I don't spend lots and lots of money on paintbrushes. But because I use a lot of metallic paints, they burn through brushes quite a bit. And then you've got Paul Price saying morning Nuno, and then we've got James saying the Pope has done some cool builds. Yes, he has, and like I said, I was chatting to him on his stream on TikTok the other day, and yeah, hopefully at some point he may pop on to here You got a person saying, I follow the principle that you should do what you are comfortable with. If you are happy with your results, no need to change. Exactly. And that's the one thing I try to sort of like pass on to anybody that's starting to do this hobby. If you're building for yourself, doesn't matter what other people say about what you, how you build looks and everything like that. As long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters. I mean, this was one of my first ever figures I painted. And yeah, it was, as you can see, quite a sort of like really scraggly painted one, and completely overweathered the face and everything. And yeah, it's not one of my greatest works, but I've kept it, and I've kept that because it shows from where I'm sort of like roughly started when doing these type of things, and then to where I sort of am now, which is doing more highly detailed stuff. Is there. So when you think about these things, what I've done there, from where I started off with this little dude, and there's hardly any detail brought out on it at all, but yeah, I kept it like that for simple fact is that it just shows your progress, and then you sort of like look at that, and then to where I've now done that one. So where I've got that one done. So yeah, it's nice to see that progress, and never throw them away, never repaint them, just keep them there, because it proves to yourself how you've sort of like progressed in life. I mean, one of the other figures I've done is me little German pilot and his woofter. Now these are actually metal figures, these ones. They came with my Stuka. So I've got to do a bit more work on that one, where I've got to weather the jacket a bit more and go over with the blue again. And then old Woofy, he's happy. Got a big smiley Woofy woof face. Now that's a full metal figure, that one. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So I'll put some grass and everything on that. But it just needs this jacket weathering up a little bit on that one. And then that'll be finished. We have Jeff Light saying, Ross, I can't remember. Do you thin your Citadel paints? No, I don't. But a lot of people do. As I said, it all depends on how comfortable you are. They do recommend that you use like a wet palette. So as you see there, that was painting straight from the bottle, and that's what I am at the moment. But that will get another coat on that, because then it covers any sort of like minor parts that I might missed the first time around, and once I've got the first coat on, I can generally see where they are. Wet palettes, I do have one round here, to be honest with you. It's here somewhere. There it is. See, wet palette. So yeah, I do have that, and at some point I will start using it, because it's again a progression of seeing how things do and sort of like what work I get done on it. And then we've got Paul Price saying hi again to John. And then we've got Nuno saying, okay, my friends, really need to go. Early start tomorrow morning. You all have a great evening day. I'll see you all around. Well, you take care, and thank you very much for popping in, Plastic Alchemist. and it is very, very much appreciated. The next stream is on a Saturday, if you're still around to watch it. And you've got everybody saying night to Nunu. And then we've got John saying hi mate, Paul Price, and then we've got take care Nuno from John, and then we've got Ethel saying night to Nunu. So yep, I've just had a message back from Mr. Ian, and we have confirmed that yes, he would like to come and join us one evening. So I will message him back. So hopefully either next Saturday or Tuesday we may have another person. Just like saying, I tend to use a wet palette when using water-based acrylics. Yes, I mean the wet palette can help with keeping your brush moist and thinning the paints down, and you sometimes can get a smoother finish, but that's painting them with straight from the bottle, and I am happy enough with that finish, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, so I'll be quite happy sticking with that. Let's see. Lead voucher. Ooh, oh, toe. Now we do have quite a bit of edge highlighting to do on this one as well later on. So that could be interesting. It'll take me a bit of time to weather this in place, I think. Time I've got it all put together. Get the front down with that. Now, with this arm here, it does look, when you look at the picture of it, this is the only thing that sort of does bug me a little bit with Citadel. You don't really get good pictures of the whole kit painted. You just got to go off what you can see in pictures like this to sort of work out roughly what you want to do. Okie dokie. So it's going to have to be Ashbati bone, but that's going to be. Should I turn out red? Yeah, black at top. Okay, so we can get one of Mr. Crocky clips. Stick you on there like so. And we need a fatty bone, which is that one there. I think it is anyway. Your Warhammer, a lot of the newer stuff is push fit, so it's fairly easy to build. When you get onto this sort of thing, they're not push fit. They are actually, they build together like any other kit. You do have location pins, unlike Special Hobby. So, yeah, it is a rusty bone. Yep, okay. So they are reasonably straightforward and simple to build. As long as you follow the instructions. I mean, it also depends how you like to paint the model and how you build them. What I would sort of like suggest when you're first starting doing especially the figures is put the legs together, put them onto the base plate, and then you get a handstand like that, and then paint your legs. Then you can add the body and paint that to it, and then slowly build it up. But when you're doing things like the heads and that sort of thing, sometimes it's better to keep them separately and then attach them to, I don't know, like a piece of plastic or screw, something like that. I find it easier to paint them separately in parts, hence the reason why you can see what I'm doing here. Paint all the parts up the same way as I did that little dude. He was painted in bits first and then assembled. So that's what I find easier. I mean, for the figures, you can get that sort of one. And then for the larger models, you can get one of the bigger stands. Yeah, good job at digital. But you can get the bigger one for the larger plates, which is sort of like this size one. Fits onto there, like so. So you can actually work on it like so. And especially when you're doing the bases, I find when I'm doing the grasses, it's sometimes easier to sprinkle it on and let it do that to hold the whole plate, so you're not getting glue into your fingers or anything like that. This one does extend further, but it's not going to be big enough to hold that plate. But it will hold all different size plates. So you've got like the largest point, and then to get it into this one, you just do that. So it just literally holds it. So they do come in handy, those do. This one got sent to me as a present, if I remember rightly, from Mr. Fester 67, I think, if I remember rightly, sent me that one. And I do have another one of the smaller ones, but the more modern handled one as well, which was also sent to me as a present. You've got Jeff Light saying, for large areas I usually use an airbrush, but I can see the advantage of hairy stick. Yeah, I mean, I find it easy to use hairy sticks. A lot of people don't. Because I've done like all my larger models, like the B24s that we're doing on Saturday. These things are all brush painted. The tail, again, all brush painted. So, and I'm very happy with the way it's come out so far. And once I've joined that on, but so that's not glued on yet, the tail, it's just sort of sitting in place under its own pressure at the moment. It will go connect on properly at some point, and I've got to clamp it down so it glues properly into place. But that has enough, it's got to have another coat on it yet. So, and when it comes to doing the wings on this thing, they are 1.50 meter diameter when you've got both wings on. So it can cause a few issues. So you've got to be extremely confident when it comes to sort of painting the wings on such size kits. I mean, I think most of you have seen my first B24, which is hung up over there. That again, that was in a brown paint, and that's all, again, that's all brush painted, the brown one, and this one's aluminium. And anybody that's done any sort of brush painting with aluminium, it's probably one of the hardest ones to actually get a decent flat coat and not leave brush marks in. You basically got to use sort of like brushes from that sort of size up to my even bigger ones, which is that one. Or my even bigger one, that should be in my drawer, which is that one. And that's a 1.5 inch brush. It's not often you get to use Mr. 1.5 inch brush, but as I said, you keep them clean, and when you're using them, always keep your brush moist. If once you start feeling it pull, you know you're going to start dragging the paint, so you basically rinse it off, start again. Otherwise it will do really lots of horrible brush marks everywhere, sadly. You've got Jeff Light saying the larger holder is now on the get list. Yeah, what I am actually intending to do at some point is start off a Amazon shop, and hopefully get a... What you want now? 1 minute, peeps. I've just got to let the Mr. Wooster out and about. He wants to... Come on then. The dopey cat's almost just fell down the stairs because he's stoned, and he sort of almost headbutted the tile flooring on the bottom of the stairs. Completely missed the step, the last one. Cats and their cat, i.e. catnip. Ollie wants out, he does indeed, and he'll let me know when he wants back in because he'll woof, knowing him. What actually am I doing? What colour are we painting these wings again? Random black base and then administrated grey on the edges. Oh, that's it. Yeah. The little wings are going to be black. So I'll get this. Get painted up first. So I'll use this one, which is a 3/16 brush. I do like using this one on some of the smaller parts because it gives you a wide enough base to work with, and then just literally holds enough paint to do what you want. Now when using this colour, you will need to basically go over 2 or 3 times, and that's Mr. Ollie Bob wanting back in. So I'm back in a second. Bit quickly. You will tell when he wants back in because you can hear him scratching at the door. And I've got to be reasonably quick because otherwise it will start woofing as well. There he is. He's gone up back. He's back in. And they say cats are smarter than dogs. Yeah, they generally are smarter than dogs in some ways, but not when they're on catnip. They generally make quite a big fool of themselves. I mean, last night he had some more catnip and he was literally laying on the bed flat out with his paws up like that on his back, with his tongue hanging out the side of his mouth. That's how stoned he was last night. But hey ho, he's a happy cat. And in the long run, that's all that counts. But yeah, I think the larger handle, I'm not sure price of them now. I think they're about 20 quid, I think. So the smaller ones can be a bit less. No, actually, they're about 10 quid from Whaling Games. So yeah, there is different versions you can get. the smaller ones, which are the newer ones than that one, they are about 6 quid in some places. But then you've got posters on top of that. The larger handles, which is that one, they're just over, well, they'll be probably about 15 quid, I think, until once you paid your postage. Yeah, so the small one from Whaling Games, they're £5.95. The bigger ones are £9.35. And then you've got the really big handles, which is actually one which can hold sort of like up to, I think it's about 7 or 8 figures on the one handle, especially when you're doing like priming or anything like that. And that's that handle there, basically. It's like a gun trigger thing that you hold, and then you can spray all your figures in one go for priming. They are 12 quid. So there you go. So yeah, they're normally about 11 quid, those bigger handles, but they're now on, I think, with Wayland at 9.35. So yeah. And another thing we've got to do is paint the canopies. Now, if anybody has watched my other videos, you'll know, mainly for the newer people that haven't seen me do this, but I don't sort of like mess about with masking when it comes to canopies. And I think most people know that about me. So I use a slightly different trick, which quite a few of my people that I talk to, especially from the charity group that I work with, they've now started doing it. Where I'll literally just paint the whole thing. So we can get that done, because then all I do afterwards is just use my toothpick to clean them up. Yes, it may be like wasting paint, but I find I get a better solid line when I do it this way. You just don't overload your brush. It may take a couple of passes over it. You can generally get a nice finish. You got Wayne saying, and they say, and then he goes, I'm going to call it a night, has been up early due to the kids. And then you got Jeff Light saying, thanks Ross, so no night Wayne, take care, and thank you very much for joining us. Much appreciated. I've only got about another, say, 15-20 minutes to go anyway before I normally come off on a Tuesday, because it's as I say, a school night, but would probably stay on longer if somebody had joined me, but as it's been on my little Todd tonight, it probably won't be a late one. I might like somebody will turn up now. We've got John Alex saying, be well everyone. Well, you take care, John, and thank you very much for joining us. It is much appreciated. Oh, excuse me. All I do when it comes to cleaning these up is I'll use the toothpick method that I use on my normal models, and I've got to do it again, same with the B24, and I just find you get a lot cleaner, crisper lines, because when I used masking in the past, you either get paint that bleeds under, and then you sort of like, and you're like, damn it, because you've done things like that, and these things happen. But yeah, I prefer to, as I said, doing this, and then I'll use the toothpick method that I've always used, and it does save a lot of hassle in the long run. But like I said, if anybody's coming into Warhammer for the first ever time, the good thing about doing Warhammer is that you can paint them whatever colour you want. It doesn't matter. you don't have to stick with that colour for that model. It's all about what you want the thing to look like. I mean, I've proved that with some of the past models, the models I've done in the past. I mean, how many people do you know have a leopard tank that's neon pink? I do. I've also got a Land Rover that's neon pink with a penguin crew. So yeah, it's silly things like that that make this hobby so much fun. You've got everybody saying night to John, and then we've got John saying thanks for the stream, Ross. You're very, very much welcome. As I do this stream mainly because you lot want to watch it. So people keep turning up, I'll keep streaming. That's the main thing. So we've got about 7 minutes left now. So we'll go over these parts here first before I come off. Give it a second coat. It may even need a third coat, it depends, but I will be doing some wash work on this one. You know, I think the only one thing that's actually saved some of my brushes, especially like these ones that I'm using, is I use this stuff to clean them. But even with using that, it doesn't stop your paintbrushes from getting ruined when you use a lot of metallics. So yeah, it's sadly they do burn through brushes, because I think especially the Retributor armor from Citadel, again because it's got like gold leaf in it. Give that a bit of a clean, so that's now reasonably cleaned up. You've got Jeff Light saying, I used to create my own factions back in the day. Yeah, I mean, I have my own Space Marine army. They are the metallic blue ones. Metallic blue and red. Where are we? They're a bit dusty. Give them a quick dust off. But yeah, this is my own little army colours. I use these are the Terminators. Well done. So yeah, there's one of my own little actions. So I've got like metallic Arctic blue armour and red shoulder pads and other bits, little red detail on, and that's his That's from the commander, and this is one of his little dude mates. So that's that. And then when it comes to the Lumineth, these again are my own army colour. So bring that one up. So yeah, that's the Lumineth, and these are again Arctic blue with the red and everything like that. And that's the Venari Blade Lord, and that's what he looks like when he's finished. So he's got like the two swords and everything. So that's, again, as I said, that's my own army colour that I've used on that. So I just like the look of the actual, especially because the Venaris are supposed to be like elven warriors of old. So you sort of like, if you like me and you've been brought up on Lord of the Rings and that sort of thing, the elven armor is always shiny and metallic looking. So therefore, that's what I've done with that. And their undergarments are like matte. So that's what I've done with them, just to make them that way. So yeah. Well, I'm going to go back up to face-up camera because I think I've done all I can do at the moment tonight until that's fully set, and then we'll detail them up. You got Jeff like saying that's very nice, Ross. Well, thank you very much. I mean, I think most of you remember me doing the Canish Rex. Now, again, that's one that I've done in my own colours again. And he's all sort of like in my own colours that I've used. It was supposed to be standard, but I ended up doing something completely different with him, and ended up going slightly OTT on detail. So when it comes to doing all the pistons and everything in the back, all the pipe work. So yeah, it's that was a fun part, and this isn't fully finished yet. It's still got some more decorating to go onto that thing. So yeah, it's going to be fun to finish it off. And then once I have got it done, I will then show it to everybody again. But yeah, but one of the things I will say to people, if you can do painting wise, keep this stuff handy. It always comes in handy. You've got Jeff like saying, any more thoughts on his armory? Yes, I've been doing some sketches and everything, and I've come up with a plan of what I want it to look like. It's now a matter of getting the materials together that I want, and again, the base plate, it's got to be incorporated into it and everything like that, and change it over slightly. And then I've got to find a couple of little Astra Militarum dudes that I've got in that lot somewhere over there, and I'm going to use them as his armourers. So yeah, I have got some ideas of what I want to do, and we have Mr. Dorkosaurus arriving saying hi everyone. You got Lord. Just like saying that's very nice for us. And then David Jameson, they are well detailed. Well, thank you. I mean, these are probably, I did these about 2 years ago now. That's about my 3rd year into painting figures, or my 2nd year into painting figures. So I didn't really start doing them for about a year until after I'd actually first started painting them, because I've never done really Warhammer and that before. Then we've got let's see, Dorkosaurus saying, dang it, got here right at the end. Hope you're doing well, Rob. Yeah, I'm getting there, mate. Plodding along slowly, as they say. Enjoying the challenge of college. Studying to become an electrician and that lot. It's really good fun. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. And the classmates I've got, brilliant bunch of lads. I have a lot of fun helping them out. We do have a laugh occasionally. Yeah, I am the oldest one in the whole of the class, and yeah, they've not tried to be any different with me, which is great. I don't want them to be. We have a good laugh and everything. So yeah. And you've got Dojo saying hello to Dorka, Jeff saying hi to Dorka, also saying hi to David, and then we've got Lindsay's building saying, wow, that's great, Ross. I thought you were getting your beauty sleep, mate. Well, thank you very much for joining us anyway, Lindsay, and hope you've enjoyed the stream. And then we've got Jeff like saying, any more thoughts? Yep, as I said, drawings are in place. I'm sketching ideas out, and they're all over the place at the moment. And getting ideas together. I've got other weapons and everything from the actual box still to go together, and then we'll probably get that sorted. And then hopefully I will do a couple of streams on putting it together once I've actually got it all planned out. And then when I've got the final drawings of what I want it to look like, then I will let people know. And then probably do the build live on stream from scratch. So that should make it even more interesting. So you'll mean to definitely have to watch, because I might even just stop doing what I'm doing with other stuff and jump onto that. You never know. Then we've got also saying hi to Connie, saying hi to Dorka, also saying hi to Jeff, and then we've got Corona Man in saying hi all, and Captain Fuzzy Face, probably mean Ross. Yep. And you got Connie saying hi to Lindsay and Chrono is saying hi to Connie, well, blowing kisses to Connie. And then we've got Dave James saying hello to Dan, and then we've got Lindsay saying just caught the last 15 minutes before sleeping. Yep. You've had an old man nap beforehand though, haven't you? At the start. So you got Jeff Light saying hi to Dan and Lindsay. So yeah, as I said, sadly David had to pop off and not join us this evening. So a shame really. But these things happen. So we haven't really had any company this evening. There we go. On the stream with me. But I've had all you lot out there to talk to. And you've kept the chat going nicely. I've enjoyed it. I've managed to get a bit more done. And that's basically getting the exterior first coat on and the interior first coat onto both pieces. We have the front landing gear put together and we've started painting that up. And we've got the console section for the interior all sorted, ready for paint. And then we've also got the canopies painted that just need cleaning off with the old toothpick trick, which I'll do next week. So yeah. Oh, got the old frog in the throat tonight. So I'll say a big thank you to everybody that has watched. It is very, very much appreciated. And yeah, I hope to see you all on Saturday evening, where I will continue doing my B24 build. Looking forward to that. I haven't done it sort of like that. That's the only one I've done for quite some time. And then we have Mr. Octograph turning up just at the end. Well, good evening, Octal, and welcome to the stream. Very, very much appreciate you joining us. Now we've got Mr. Dan saying, Ross, either kissy or canny or signs you don't have sexy Santa with you. You know he wants me really. Sadly, you've missed him. He was on the chat earlier on, so you could have sort of wound him up a bit more then. You got Dario saying hello to Octal, and you got Jeff Light saying thanks for another great stream, Ross. Hope to catch you on Saturday. Take care and stay safe, everyone. So thank you very much. And then we've got Octal saying hi to David. And David saying thank you for an enjoyable night. I'm glad everybody's enjoyed it. I mean, tonight has been one of those stream nights where I hope that the knowledge I've passed on from the way I do things helps you, everybody else out there. So yeah, and it's always good to have people when you got chat and when you're on your own and you're chatting with the chat. It's not easy doing it on your own, but it can be fun. Especially, as I said, I've managed to concentrate on the chat quite well. Kept up with it, which is unusual for me. So I do tend to have a habit of end up ignoring chat by accident. And you got Fire saying, so sexy Santa came and went. Typical man. Yep. You missed out, mate. Sorry. You'll just have to make do with your blow up sheep in the end tonight. Sorry. So we've got also saying hi to Connie. He's also you got Dojo saying night folk, and then we've got Quino saying we there. So yeah, I will say night everyone. Take care, stay safe, and hope to see you on Saturday. Bye bye for now.